Well, I think the words "I'm sorry" are some of the most powerful words that can come out of a person's mouth. I mean, I think a lot of things. I think a lot of healing occurs around the words "I'm sorry." A lot of relationships start over with the words "I'm sorry." A lot of making up starts with "I'm sorry." But words are only words unless you're going to back those up. But I think to say I'm sorry is at least it's a verbal acknowledgement that I was wrong. And then what are you going to do about that? Are you okay with just being wrong in that situation, or are you going to do something about it? And so I think, you know, maybe even just being specific about what you're sorry about, so that the other person knows that you really heard them, and maybe considering an apology not a full apology until you've included the things that you plan to do to change or prevent doing the same hurtful thing. Not that we're standing around with some little ledger book keeping track of the score or anything like that, but if I'm gonna say I'm sorry, then I know she wants to hear, so what's your plan? She doesn't want to just hear, it'll be fine. I'm sorry, it'll be fine. Um,
I think too, I'm sorry. If you're really, if you're really gonna say it, you've got to think about what you really are sorry for. What are you broken that you've been selfish, or that you've done something ugly, or that you have hurt someone, um, and and really confessing that. And I think that's just the beauty of where the gospel comes into this, is because of the cross, I can confess and be vulnerable. I am sorry, um, and know that I'm forgiven there. Um, so I think that's the heart of um, the gospel is, I'm sorry and we are forgiven. I think that's just the interesting thing about how God made us and communication, and that we have to say it out loud, because you can't just think, I'm sorry. And there's been a lot of conflicts that we've had that I have known I was wrong and am really thinking, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. But it's not over until I say it. You have to say it, it has to come out of your mouth. You can't just think it. And the flip side for I forgive you, because that I can be really stubborn and want to hold on to resentment and anger, and just because you're sorry doesn't mean I'm not still mad, and um, you know, and I have to say that too, and not just think that it's not over until I give that forgiveness that Christ has given me. I think that's hard, and that's why I don't want to say I forgive you sometimes, is because I know that when I say I forgive you, that means I really have to let it go, um, and not hold that against you, not bring it up later, not use it kind of as a shield to protect myself later if I need it later. I really have to let it go, and that feels a little bit vulnerable sometimes. So yeah, it means a lot.